Welcome to Attentively. Attentively is designed for nonprofit organizations who have spent years and resources developing an email list of donors and activists, only to find their email open rates plummeting and their supporters moving to social networks for communication. Now they are overwhelmed by the number of communications channels and the many social media monitoring tools, some of which are great but don't do a very good job of telling you what your donors and activists are interested in. That's why we built Attentively. We start with your email list. Then we look at what your donors and activists are doing and saying online, so you can spend your time effectively, communicating with your most well-connected supporters, and deepening your connections with donors so they're inspired to give more often and more generously. Let's take a look at Attentively. When you log on to Attentively, you'll be taken to the dashboard, where you can see in an instant what's on your supporters' minds. For example, on this example organization list, topics include the hashtag P2, media, Obama, and election. You can see a live feed of members' posts across social networks. You can see top members, the folks on your email list with the most connections. Connections represent the reach that user has on social networks. Importantly, you can look at just a particular segment of your list. For example, donors. And you can search all your supporters' posts for a particular word. For example, if you're starting a campaign on toxic chemicals in household products, you might search for toxic. Let me give you a couple of examples of how you can use Attentively for your nonprofit organization. The first is, you want to hold election watch parties in 10 cities across the United States, but you don't have staff in 10 cities. Click on the Members tab. Refine by location to show supporters in San Francisco, because that's where we want to hold one of our watch parties. See that supporters are sorted by connections? Those with the most connections online are at the top. For each of the top 10 with Facebook accounts, and you can see which networks they're on here on the right, invite them to co-host. Create a Facebook event and ask them each to invite all their San Francisco area friends. If they each invite 100 friends, and the average user has 130, you'll start with a base of 500 invitations to the event before you even touch your email list. When you click through to their profiles to vet them, you might find they have something special to contribute. For example, Janet Jones is a pastor at Universal Ministries, so you might want to ask her if she'd host an event at the church. Repeat for 9 other cities and you've got a national event with almost no staff time involved that reaches well beyond your email list. Another example of how to use Attentively for organizing. Let's say Senator Reid has just announced that he's going to put forward the DREAM Act. You quickly put together a petition and blog post. Now you want to get the word out beyond your email list. Search for DREAM Act and quickly find out who on your email list is already posting about it. Direct message them on Twitter, message them on Facebook, share with them on Buzz. Ask them to encourage their friends and colleagues to take action today while the issue is hot. And something we think everyone will want to do, create a social network volunteer corps. Click on View All Evangelists. These are the people on your list with the most connections online who are mentioning your organization. Send them a personal note whenever you do a new action or fundraiser, asking them to help get the word out to their own networks. Or invite them to a brainstorming session on how to increase your organization's reach online. With a small but well-connected set of evangelist volunteers, you can quickly, exponentially increase the reach of every action. That's Attentively. If you think Attentively might be right for you, sign up for a 1-month free trial on the right to get started, or click on Contact Us to set up a private demo. Thanks.